All right. YouTube, back at it again. Another day, another way, right? It's all about self-sufficiency, proficiency. Anyway, look at the girls over there. Just came to check out the corn. People talk about growing corn, right? You want to grow corn. All right, so I've grown corn. This was my second time. And this is white devotion and a hybrid yellow corn. As you can see, a lot of these silks have been pollinated. Now, from what I understand, the key is hand pollination, right? And so I know you might be asking, what exactly is it when you hand pollinate your corn? Okay, well, that means to take the pollen from up there and bring it down to the silks down here. How do we do that? All right, so let's cut to the chase. Go over here and grab some shears real quick. Then I'll show you guys how you hand pollinate corn. Again, don't mind my space. I live in a working space, and therefore I do work. Anyway, back to it. So you're going to pollinate corn. So what we're going to do, try to do this with one hand. We're going to take, there we go. That's what we want, right there. See that? It's as simple as this. Take it over here. We're going to tap it right onto there. Don't don't hate me for my methods. Anyway, so we're gonna tap that on there. Go ahead and try to get as much of it as we can on as many of the strands as we can. Whew. It's not the best filming, but it gets the job done. Get rid of that. Now, I would expect that to start to look more like that. And from that to start looking more like that. You see the brown ones? You see how it's all dying off? All of those silks that have already been pollinated will die off. Each one of those silks is attached to one kernel. So if some of the kernels don't form on your corn, usually that has more to do with the fact that the silk that's attached to that kernel did not get pollinated. Now, if I had a huge plot of corn, like you see in many agricultural commercial farms, then these outer rows would not be pollinated because typically only the inner parts of the corn patch gets pollinated. So if you want to guarantee pollination, that's where hand pollinating comes into play. So again, this is my corn patch. Well, one of them. And this one in the front here, this tallest one, is about I would say 6 feet 5 inches, 6 feet 4 inches high or so, give or take. So that gives you a rough estimate of how tall all of these are. Obviously, you can see they're just about touching the redwoods. Matter of fact, I had to cut back the redwoods. Look who just made a jailbreak. One of the littles. She knows she don't supposed to be out here. See, this is the life. She's gonna try to run around. Yeah, you know where you're supposed to go. Come on, come on, go. See, jailbreak. If y'all wondering about my birds, here we go. Chicken Alley. And a cool hangout. All right, back to the corn. So, so basically, every silk needs to be pollinated because every silk is attached to a kernel, and that's what happens. So, to ensure pollination, we hand pollinate. Now, these are both sweet corns. Again, these two rows on the left here are white devotion, and these are a hybrid yellow corn here. Then, if you come over here, this is the glass corn, rainbow glass corn. This corn is not the kind of corn that you would want to just eat, but you can use it to mill for cornmeal. You can use it as popcorn, which is more notably what is known to the public for. If you've ever seen those jars of rainbow colored popcorn, that's not dye. That's this brand right here, Rainbow Glass. So, and with this corn, it's a little bit of a taller breed, but it's going to get about the same height. And the same rules apply. You know, as you see, it's on its way, right? The tassels are showing, they're starting to show, and therefore the corn silks will be shortly behind. That's typically how it works, as you can see here. And this is going to be a pretty nice size corn there. So me, I'm in zone 9B, NorCal, Sacramento, California. And this is my corn patch. You know, I'm no corn expert. I'm learning like everybody else. And trying to teach myself everything I need to know to survive this world, I guess you could say. So, yeah, if you have anything that any tips or any ideas or anything, go on and let me know in the comments. I'm always willing to bounce ideas back and forth, you know. I love the homesteading community. And anybody in the homesteading community, farmsteading community, farming community is always welcome with me. So I guess I'll be signing off again. And if you find this, helpful, entertaining, whatever it may be, maybe inspiring, you know, I'm just a regular person. I don't have a billion subscribers, but I want to show some people some stuff, I guess, like everybody else, right? So um, maybe you can be inspired by this. But if so, go ahead and give it a like, thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, And go to eBay and check out my eBay store, Mad Sammy and DJs 23, all one word, you know. And y'all have a good day. Out.